Hello, it's the Frugal Soul Gardener, and today I am talking about thrifting, your secret saving superpower. And yes, thrifting can really save you some money. I've been surprised by the bargains I have found at thrift stores, and they are amazing because not only are you saving money, and some of them also support charities. In addition, at least where I live in California, the nonprofit thrift stores, they don't collect a sales tax. So you're helping out so many different ways. A few thoughts. If you buy clothing, definitely recommend you wash your clothing before you wear them. And if you're getting anything that has to be turned on, an appliance of some kind, ask if you can, turn it on to make sure that it actually turns on. Particularly if it's a place where they don't allow returns. And if they don't let you plug in, the appliance to make sure it turns on, not the place to get one. And there are many thrift stores, at least where I live, just so many. And you can just really save yourself money with the thrifting. In addition to your thrift stores, there's also garage sales and estate sales. Those can be really fun and interesting. And you can either get there really early in the morning, and when the selection's at its best, but garage sale people who hold them do the right thing. If there is a time listed as the time that the garage sale is going to start, don't get there before that, as they're getting things set up, and they would really appreciate not having to be dealing with the money and all of that while you're trying to pick over and maybe answer questions. Like, no, that's not a cool thing to do. But certainly get there when they said starts. Another time to go is come back towards the end of the time, because there will be oftentimes some merchandise left, and you may be in a better position to negotiate for the best price, because they don't want to have to bag everything up, box everything up, and take it back in. And I would also say there's always safety in numbers. Find someone to go with you. That way, especially if you're going into a neighborhood where you don't necessarily know anybody. But that's also a great way to get to know people. It can be really, really fun to find a good bargain. A third way to thrift is Facebook Marketplace. There you can go on to Facebook Marketplace, and you can, of course, look through what's listed, but you can go ahead and do a search and ask for specific items. And then it'll show you different items, and then it'll give you the ability to basically message the seller directly. Now, some safety issues. Whether you are the seller or the buyer, if it's an item that's small, it's always best to meet in a public place. I don't know, doesn't matter where. I've done it, stuff like that at a parking lot of a restaurant or whatever. That way, it's a good way to keep yourself safe. And if it's something larger, like furniture, whether you're buying or selling, always have somebody with you. Because again, right now at that point, you would be inviting somebody, a stranger, into your home, or you're going into a stranger's home. So the safe thing to do is safety in numbers. And the more familiar you are with bargains, the better you'll be at finding what's good, what's not so good, getting at bargaining. Something you can always do is there's on your taking on pictures, at least on Android phones, you can take a picture of whatever the item is and then do Google Lens. And it'll also give you an idea of just how much that item is. And that way you can also find out, okay, is the asking price really that reasonable, or am I getting a really amazing bargain? And I can tell you one of the cool things about thrifting is when times are challenging, whether it's the whole economy or it's just your economy, having this sense of taking control, of finding what you need for a reasonable price, has the effect of feeling like things aren't quite as scary, because you know, with a little diligence, you can make the most of your money. And that is, as far as I'm concerned, a form of self-care. And it can remind you that you can do it. You can face whatever you're dealing with. And I hope you remember, when you've got that purchase in your hands, that hear me say, I knew you could do it. In fact, I want you to write in that comment, yes, I can. Yes, I can make it. And I'll comment right back, yes, I know you can make it. So until next time, please do like and subscribe so you'll be notified when I send you more encouraging videos. And until next time, happy saving.